Good morning, good morning. Are you ready for some chair yoga? So let's get ourselves set up. So we've got a sturdy chair beneath us, one that's not got wheels on or casters. We want us to move and not the chair to move. I've put mine on a yoga mat just to be doubly sure I'm not going to move anywhere. So if you're working in the kitchen, maybe on a tiled floor, you might want to do that for a little bit of security there. I've got little legs, so I'm going to put my feet on a couple of yoga blocks there, but you can use a couple of books or something firm underneath your feet. You want something that you can kind of gently rest your feet on that you're not going to sink into. And again, you might want a cushion or a rolled up blanket just in your upper back, around your lower back, so you can just help elevate your spine slightly forwards and upwards. Remember, I said last week that sometimes the postural muscles that run alongside our spine aren't always very strong. So as we get more familiar with our practice, so those muscles will begin to strengthen and we might not need quite so many props. But if you know that that helps you, just pop something to help you sitting forwards and upright. So we're going to try something today to give us a little bit of an energy boost. Maybe you're working from home and you've got that mid-afternoon, mid-morning, kind of feeling that slump where you want to reach for the biscuit tin. Well, you can do that afterwards, but do this yoga first. So a little bit of energy boost. We're going to incorporate some sun salutes into our practice today, a fundamental part of yoga. Same principles as last week. We're going to move with our breath. And remember that your breath pattern is as unique to you as your fingerprint. It's going to be completely different to mine. So if you need to slow it down or speed it up, if you're moving faster or slower, then don't worry, don't put added pressure on yourself to keep up with me or to slow down if you want to move a little bit faster. Okay, let's get going. So I've got my feet on a couple of yoga blocks there, something solid beneath me, just to elevate my knees in line with my hips there. And I've got the backs of my knees free, so the sort of line of the chair, the seat of the chair is on my mid thigh. So I'm not resting my back against the chair back. I'm sitting slightly forwards. You might have your cushion there to lift you up. We'll just start by just making sure your feet and your knees are parallel as we would in any yoga practice. And then we'll bring one hand onto your chest, one hand onto your belly. It really doesn't matter which hand is where. Just allow your elbows to soften down, soften the shoulders. And if you're comfortable closing the eyes, if that's not for you today, then just allow the gaze to soften to a point on the floor just in front of your feet. And let's take a moment to lay aside whatever's brought you to this point in your day, all the elations, all the frustrations, and most of the bits in between those 2 points. Let's just quietly park those for the duration of your practice, giving yourself a little space, carving out some time for you in the midst of a busy day. So let's begin to turn that spotlight a little bit more inwards now, as you just focus on your breath. Encouraging, if you can, the breath to drop into the space beneath both your hands. If you've had a very busy day, a busy morning, your breath might be felt a little bit more deeply in that upper hand around your chest. So see if you can take a few rounds of breath there, calming the breath, calming the mind, getting ourselves ready for our practice. Breathing evenly into your chest, into your belly. Being mindful as you exhale that you're maintaining that lovely length through the front of the body and the back of the body. We've got a tendency to begin to kind of slump forward and fold in on ourselves. So maintaining the space between your hands as you inhale and exhale. Making sure that there's no tension in your face and your shoulders. allow the muscles behind the eyes to begin to relax, especially if you spent a lot of time peering at a screen today. Really soften all of those muscles around your eyes. Letting go of any tension that might be sitting in the body, wherever you can feel it. Really using the exhale to try and let it go. So we can begin our practice unencumbered. Let's just take a couple more breaths like that. The breath might have begun to slow down a little bit. You can always pause the video. You can take a little bit longer to do this if you're feeling very agitated or a little bit anxious today and you need a little bit more time to settle the breath. When you are ready, we'll blink the eyes open. Just allow the hands just to drop down alongside you. A little bit of wiggling through the fingers, maybe a little circling through the wrists. Get a bit creative there. Take a little shake, especially again if you've been stuck at a computer. Let it all go. And then we'll bring the hands together at the heart. And think about lifting your breastbone to meet your thumbs. And so again, you feel that lovely elevation through the front and the back of the body. So let's start really working with our breath to energize, give us a little bit of a boost with our practice today. So we'll start by taking the arms out nice and wide, and we'll spread the fingers super wide, palms face forwards, arms out level with the shoulders. And keep the gaze forward so you can start to lift up through the breastbone, maybe even lift the chin a little ways. Don't drop the head too far back. Keep the hands spread as you bring the hands back together at the heart, almost bringing the hands together with resistance. We'll add the breath in a minute. Let's just do the first one just with the movements. Then drop the chin to the chest, and we'll take the arms up on either side of your head so your palms of your hands kind of skim your ears. Take the arms all the way up, arrow them up to the ceiling. Maybe lifting up through the breastbone, maybe lifting the chin to look up towards your hands, and then pressing the palms together will bring them all the way back down to the heart. So really feel that there's a little bit of resistance between your hands. Are you ready to add the breath? Inhale, take the arms out nice and wide, spread the fingers, lift the breastbone, maybe lift the chin. Exhale, press the palms together, keep the hands spread nice and wide, a little bit of energy between the hands. Chin to chest, hands slide up on either side of the head, arrow the arms up, up, up as you inhale, looking up if that's comfortable. Exhale, keep the hands pressed together as you bring them back down to the heart. Lovely, twice more. Big breath in, open up through the chest, draw that breath in. Exhale, pressing the hands almost against an imaginary kind of resistant band there. Chin to chest. Inhale as you take the arms up on either side of the head, lifting up nice and tall through all four sides of the waist. Exhale, try and keep the palms pressing together as you bring the hands back down to the heart. Lovely, once more, inhale. And exhale, so the hands pressing together. A bit of energy through the hands there, chin to chest. Arms arrow all the way up, palms coming together at the top, maybe lifting the gaze. Keep the hands pressing together as you bring them all the way back down to the heart. Lovely, beautiful. Let the hands go. And we'll cross now your left arm over the body. So left hand to right shoulder, and then right arm comes on top. Right hand to left shoulder. So you can really allow the shoulders to soften beneath the weight of your hands there, and the elbows to drop down. So this is our version of a cat-cow movement. Some of you might be familiar with if you do a regular yoga practice with me. So as you inhale, we're going to lift the elbows away from the body, opening up through the front of the body. Again, you can lift your chin if you wish. And as you exhale, elbows drop down and we begin to round the body, hugging navel to spine, chin coming to chest. So we get that nice stretch through the back of the body. When you're ready to breathe in, we lift the elbows, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Front seam of the body getting a lovely stretch, and then exhale, hug it all in, navel to spine, rounding the back. Lovely. Let's do that a couple more times. So in a cat-cow, when we're on all fours, we're wanting to open the front of the body, stretch out the back of the body. So this is doing exactly the same last time. Elbows coming as high as is comfortable. So some of you might have them just in line with the shoulders. Some of you might be able to lift them up a little bit higher. And then we'll lift up halfway now. So elbows are level with your shoulders. Really press down through your sitting bones. We'll take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, take a little twist to the right. So hands down the shoulders. So it might not be a big move. Just pause there. Notice if you've lifted that left buttock. So press into your left foot and ground into your left bottom. Lovely. Let's come back through center as you inhale. And as you exhale, turning your upper body to the left. So again, pressing into your right foot and really sitting into that right buttock. Inhale through center. Exhale, take that little twist to the right. So the head is moving in line with the rest of the spine. Inhale through center. Really ringing out through that core to the left. Last one, inhale through center. This time we're going to exhale over to the right and pause, bringing the right hand down to the side of the chair and the left hand coming to the outside of your thigh or your knee. So the back of the hand or the palm of the hand, whatever works for you, pressing gently against your leg, and your leg is pressing into your hand. A little bit of resistance, just increasing that twist. And you might begin to look over that back shoulder, keep the chest lifted. Keep all four sides of the neck nice and long. I can stay there or slowly bring the head back through center and then take a peek over your left shoulder. Again, keep the neck long, so don't drop the chin down. Lovely. Let's all bring the head back through center. Release the arms. And this time, right arm underneath, so fingertips to left shoulder. And then this time, left arm on top, so we change the cross. Same again, inhale, lift the elbows, lift the chest, maybe lift the chin. Exhale, rounding the back, hugging navel to spine as you drop the elbows. Inhale, so you feel the whole of the front body open and expand. And then rounding on in. So you're really engaging through those core muscles to stretch out through the back of the body twice more. So remember, some of you might not lift your elbows quite so far away from your chest as I'm doing. You might be lifting them just in line with the shoulders. We'll do one more, so whatever works for you. Lovely. Exhale, squeezing it all in, and then we'll come up halfway, so elbows level with your shoulders, like a little Cossack there. Lovely. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, take a twist to the left this time. So remember, press into right foot, right buttock. Inhale through center, straight in with the breath. Exhale as you twist to the right. Notice if your shoulders are creeping up around your ears. Inhale through center, soften them, soften the face. Round to the left, so you feel that lovely bringing out through your middle back, your upper back. Head moving in line with the spine. So we're coming back through center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left and pause. So this time, left hand comes to the chair, right hand to your outer thigh or knee. Might have your palm of the hand, might be the back of the hand. And gently press your hand against your leg against your hand. So a little bit of resistance to help maybe draw you a little deeper into that twist. And then you might be able to send your gaze over that back shoulder. Keep the weight of the body forwards on your sit bones. Try to avoid sagging back there. You might want to stay there, or slowly, slowly we'll bring the gaze back towards the center, and then maybe look over your right shoulder, but try and avoid your chin dropping down towards your chest there. Lovely. And then we'll slowly, slowly come back to center and bring both hands down now onto the sides of the chair. You can hold underneath, you can have your hands pressing into the chair depending on what kind of chair you're sitting on. But feel that you're lifting up and out of your hips there. So soften the front body. So we're not sending the chest too far forward. Soften the shoulders. And then when you're ready, right arm lifting, take a nice inhale. Ready for a side stretch. Exhale, reaching that top arm overhead. Lovely. You can look down, you can keep the gaze up towards the ceiling, but try and draw the thumb back with that palm down to open up through the side of the body. Lovely. Inhale through center. And as you exhale, let's tick-tock over to the other side. Again, we're grounding down through both sit bones, so that left buttock pressing down into the mat, into your chair, sorry. Draw that top thumb back. Open up through the armpits. Lovely. Let's move with the breath. Inhale through center, beginning to build up a little bit of energy. Exhaling over to the left, reaching the arm overhead. Inhale through center. And exhaling over to the right. So you can bring that bottom hand down onto your chair, or you can start to reach the arm down towards the floor, so you're not holding onto your chair. Requires a little bit more work through the side waist to draw you back up to center. Let's do one more. Over to the left, right arm reaching overhead. I'm reaching my fingertips to the floor, so I'm going to use my obliques to bring me back to center. Lovely. Let's reach both arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Really, really tall. We're going to interlace the hands above the head and press the palms up towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then rounding the back, chin to chest, we'll press the arms forwards and get that delicious stretch out between your shoulder blades. Lovely. Let's sit up nice and tall. And then bring the hands all the way back down. A little wiggle through the fingers to release any tension that might have gathered there. Beautiful. So having woken up, having tuned in with our breath, let's start our sun salutes. We'll do the first round nice and slowly, and then we'll add the breath. So we'll start, again, making sure that you're sitting towards the front of the chair. You've got space between your back and the chair. Lovely. So we'll bring the hands just down alongside you. Again, lifting up through the breastbone. We'll turn the palms up towards the ceiling and reach the arms as high as you can. So they might come level with the shoulders. You might be lifting them all the way up above the head. And then bringing the hands down to the heart as you drop your chin down towards your chest. So sweeping the arms all the way up. Let's pick up the breath. Take a nice breath in as you reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart, chin to chest. Let's do one more of those. So really beginning to wake up the body with the breath. Exhaling, hands to heart, chin to chest. Beautiful. We're going to add on. So inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And this time as you exhale, we're going to begin to lean the body forward. So you can bring your hands onto your knees or maybe just onto your thighs. Now gently press your hands into your knees and think about the crown of the head powering forwards. So I'm not rounding my back. I've got a nice long back there, the neck in line with the rest of the spine. So looking towards your right hand, we're going to come into a little twist. So we're going to take the right arm up and out to the right, so it might be level with the shoulders. Some of you might be able to take it up a little higher, looking towards the thumb. And then as you bring the hand back down to the knee, we'll bring the gaze just down beyond the big toes. Other side, so this time left arm lifting, so it might be level with the shoulder. It might be up a little higher. Lovely, and then we'll bring both hands back down to the knees. We'll walk the hands all the way back towards you, lifting up through the spine and bring the hands together at the heart. Let's do that on the other side. We're going to add the breath this time. So as we breathe in, we're going to lift up nice and tall, reach the arms up, chin might lift. And as you exhale, hands to heart, chin to chest. Adding on, inhale, sweep the arms up. This time as we exhale, we take that little lean forwards, hands onto the knees, nice long spine, crown of the head pointing forwards. Left arm lifts, inhale, looking towards that thumb as you move the arm out and up. Exhale as you bring the hand down, gazing forwards. Right arm lifting, inhale. And exhale. Now you can walk your hands back up towards you, or push against the knees and sweep the arms all the way out and up. A little bit of energy there to lift you back up. And then we'll draw the hands all the way back down to the heart. Here we go again. Inhale, big sweep of the arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart, chin to chest, that little pressing of the palms together. Inhaling, sweep the arms up, ready for that little forward fold. And this time as you bring the hands forward, you can bring your hands to your knees or maybe bring them down onto your shins if you can maintain that long spine. So right arm lifts, inhale. So I've not lifted my bottom, I'm still pressing my sit bones down into the floor, into the mat, sorry. Other side, so left arm lifting, long spine. Beautiful. Either walking the hands up towards you or big sweep of the arms all the way up. We're going to do that one more time. Hands coming down to the heart. Lovely. So nice energizing breath in all the way up. Hands to heart, chin to chest. Exhale, pressing the palms together. Beautiful. All the way up. And hinging forwards from the hips, hands to your knees or hands coming down onto your shins. I've still got that long spine and my sit bones are connected to the chair. Left arm this time, all the way up. And then all the way down as you exhale, looking just beyond your big toes. Other side, right arm lifting. And exhaling. Lovely. Either walking up or pressing the hands all the way out and up, lifting up nice and tall, up, up, up. Exhaling, hands to heart, chin to chest, pause. Beautiful. We're going to have a little lean forward. So the equivalent of child's pose, will lean forwards and just bring your elbows onto your thighs. Your hands are together in prayer and allow your head to drop. And focus now on bringing the breath into the back of your body and the side of your body. So really feel that lovely expansion, that lift and opening through the back seam of the body, that slightly outwards expansion of your ribs. And then as you exhale, you feel everything contract back to center. Let's take a couple more. So this is our equivalent, if you like, of a child pose, a little bit of rest for the body. Lovely. And then without any sense of haste, we'll bring our palms onto our thighs, fingertips pointing forwards, so you can walk your way safely back up to seated. We'll take hold of the sides of the chair. So lifting up nice and tall. Let's finish off, again, just thinking about all of the office workers, desk workers. Let's finish off with a little bit of stretch for the neck and the upper body. So holding onto the chair, we'll drop right ear to right shoulder. Ooh. So you might want to adjust the position of your head. Maybe just saying no, no, no a couple of times. Or yes, yes, yes. And then find that position where you can feel a stretch into the left side of the neck. Notice if you're beginning to pitch over to the right, press into that left foot, press into your left buttock. Lovely. And you can always reach your left fingertips down towards the floor, deepening that stretch if you wish. Lovely. Let's bring the left hand back onto the chair and roll your chin down to your chest. Now think about lifting your breastbone to meet your chin and squeeze your shoulder blades together. So a lifting of your breastbone, a tucking of your chin down. Lovely. And then we'll soften from there. Just allow the body to soften as you lift the head back up to center. Left ear to left shoulder. And again, a little no, no, no. A little gentle shake of the head. No, no, no. And then a little nod of the head. Yes, yes, yes. We love these stretches. And then find that point kind of between those two movements that works for you, so you can feel that there's a comfortable stretch, if there is such a thing, through the right side of the neck. We certainly don't want pain. Pain is a real red flag. So we feel a stretch, but there's no pain. You can reach the right fingertips down to the floor if you wish. Body stays upright, so we're not leaning to the left. Oh, that feels nice. And then we'll bring the right hand back to the chair. Roll the chin down towards your chest. Lift breastbone towards your chin. Slide the shoulders down the back. So shoulder blades are drawing together. Lovely. So we feel a lovely opening through the chest. And then slowly, slowly soften. And bring the head back through center. And just as we did at the beginning, we'll bring one hand to rest on your chest and one hand to rest on your lower belly. Allow the elbows to soften. Close the eyes or drop the gaze just beyond your big toes. So we've just taken a short break. That's all it needs in the midst of a busy day, just to refocus the mind, kind of re-energize us, ready for the rest of a working day. Resetting our mindsets, resetting our bodies, almost the equivalent of a reboot for ourselves. So as you just finish our practice just with a few soothing breaths there, breathing into the space beneath both your hands, again trying to maintain the space and distance between your hands, especially on the exhale. Bring your awareness to your face. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Soften your jaw. Feel the shoulders dropping heavily away from your ears. And just take a couple more rounds of breath there. Again, you can take as many rounds as you wish. Reacquainting yourself with your breath. You've maybe not thought about that all day. So really nice to reattune ourselves to the internal rhythms of our body, when so much of our life is dictated to by external factors. Lovely. And when you're ready to face the rest of the day, the rest of the to-do list, hopefully feeling a little bit more energized, a little bit more alive and back in your bodies, we'll blink the eyes open and just allow the arms just to drop down alongside you, wiggling of the fingers, turning of the wrists there. And let's take one lovely energizing breath together to seal our practice. So turning the palms up towards the ceiling, let's take our biggest, deepest, fullest breath in as you reach the arms all the way up above the head, maybe lifting your gaze towards the heel of the hand. And as you exhale, pressing the palms gently together, traveling down the midline of the body, back to the heart. Feel an openness through the chest, dropping the chin down, opening up through the back of the neck. And namaste. Thank you for sharing the practice with me, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.